Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Hope everybody's enjoying their summer. It is crazy hot where I live. We are in a drought. Trees are starting to feel it. The grass is starting to feel it. Oh, but we are making it through. So on this channel, I've talked about building a house and some house stuff before. And this is my property here that we bought in hopes of building a house. We've got a 1970s mobile home that we live in, and the plan was to end up building our house and our shop and moving both businesses here to the property and tearing down this mobile home. And we've been planning this for about 5 years. We paid an architect, helped us design everything, and we got this place paid off about 5 years ago, and started working on it. And so we were ready to start building in January, February of 2020. We were getting pretty serious about it, and then it changed. So the architect ended up ghosting us. We paid down a pretty large chunk to design the house. We never ended up getting any plans. We still don't know how that's going to turn out, but so far as we know, our money's probably gone out of that process, and we're not going to get much out of that. So COVID happened, labor shortages, price increases, pretty much all the stuff you guys already know, but it just started getting harder and harder and harder to figure out how to build. We just couldn't seem to break ground. Every little step was sending us out of budget and everything like that. And so we just decided to sit still to wait for all this to blow over through 2020, and a year passed by, and then 2 years passed by, and here we are now. So we ended up going a different direction. I still would like to build one day. It's still on the plans. I've still got a lot going, but it's just not in the cards right now. So this house is pretty old. It's got roof leaks, and all the floors are messed up, and all the plumbing, pretty much everything's messed up. I mean, it's been really hard to live out of. It's got a lot of issues that all need fixed, and we didn't want to, it's almost impossible to tear it all apart and live out of it at the same time. So we went and bought this camper the other day. We were on a fairly tight budget. Our original budget was about $20,000 to $25,000, and after getting a few other things situated in life, we ended up with $10,000 left over. And we went and found us a 1998 33-foot Travel Supreme with 2 slide outs. So it is an old camper. It was within our budget. It's got a few little flaws here and there, but it wasn't terrible, and we actually liked it. So a few little things that I'll have to work on. They had brand new batteries already put in it. Those aren't charging off of house power for some reason, so I got to get that looked at. So we got it set up in the yard and hauled it over here. It's really pretty nice camper for 24 years old. And I think it'll definitely be an upgrade living out of compared to our house. So no roof leaks that we can see. So the people we bought this from actually lived out of this camper for a year. So we've got the awning that detached that probably keeps rain from getting onto the roof of that one, I imagine. Like I said, there's not much rain going on here right now. That's the bed slide out. So I'll show you guys a little bit of the inside. But yeah, pretty good shaped camper for what it is. We ended up paying $8,500 for this. It was listed at $8,500. We thought it was a good deal. We didn't even talk them down at all. They had a lot of people looking, and we just wanted to get it, and get it bought. Let me turn off the AC so it's not roaring in the back. So, brand new AC unit on the roof. Works really well. Came with the dining table and chairs. So, they had gone through and put the vinyl linoleum little planks in, remodeled it a little bit, painted a few things. We got a futon. We're going to have to change that. That's not going to work for our situation, really. Everything works in it. We haven't found anything that doesn't work yet. So, gas oven, gas stove. Neither one of me or my wife like gas appliances, but we'll see how that ends up working out. We've already used the microwave a little bit. It's got reverse osmosis for drinking. The whole camper's on a filter. This is going to be a little bit complicated for us. We live pretty far out in the country, so it's going to be a little bit complicated for us to live out of this small of a fridge and freezer, but we can always have a backup one outside if we need to. Fridge and freezer works good on this thing. This will be our new pantry. So we are over 2,000 square foot in the mobile home. So it is, I mean, although it's a clapped out old mobile home, it's not terrible to live out of. Shower I don't like that much. This is a 30 inch by 30 inch. For some reason they put a tub in the bottom of it, not sure for what. And then they took up a lot of the corner space with this seat, I suppose, and a little bit of place to put soap and everything. We'll see what I end up doing with that. I might do a little bit of remodeling before we move in. So there's a skylight in the shower, but there's not much for lights. So they had this little stick-on LED here, which I guess is not bad. So the appliances work, but some of the lights actually have some issues in here. I'm not sure which ones work and which ones don't work. Little tiny sink to share for 2 people if we're living out of here full time. And then the carpet's not terrible. It looks a little bit worse on camera than it is. We'll probably leave that for now. The bed was pretty bad shape. We're going to get a new bed. I already mounted a TV up here. Went and bought a 40-inch flat screen to mount in the bedroom. So we'll each get our own closet, couple drawers. Let's see, what is this, laundry? I'm probably not bad for laundry. So, and then we'll each get our own side of this closet here. Actually, a pretty good closet. But this is definitely going to be a change living out of. It's going to be interesting. So one of the cool parts, so we had to already, we flushed the septic. It wasn't a really good thing living out of it. It didn't do it a whole lot of good. They just had it flowing through. It kind of seems to build up more than it should have. So we spent some time flushing it. We filled it completely up, probably all the way into the toilet somewhere here, and put some stuff to break down the stuff in there. So that'll need flushed a few more times. When we brought it home, we could smell it. And then, so that was kind of one of the cool things is it's got a washer and dryer. They work really well. They're not super convenient to use, but it's pretty amazing to get a camper with a washer and dryer. And they said they're really quiet and they work pretty well. You've got a door an accordion door that shuts off the bedroom. You've got a roll-out door that shuts off the bathroom. Of course, we're going to be out of here by ourselves with our animals. So the only thing is kind of getting the animals a space. We're going to have cats living out of this thing. So we got to figure out where to put the litter box and how to deal with it so there's no smell and it's easy to clean. We're considering making an outdoor area that the cats can walk out of here, but we don't know how that's going to work in the wintertime. So there's a few things we're going to have to figure out. But other than that, for $8,500, at least in my area, it's a really good start to start living out of. We'll see how everything goes. I took these things, so RVs use these mobile home boxes that have this little flap that pulls the box. Someone went and took the screws out of every single one and lost the flaps behind there. So every single box is loose in this thing, which will drive me freaking insane. And then I was looking at the sconce to see if we put a TV here. So we've got a 60 or 70 inch TV that'll fit in here. But I want it to be back against the wall and maybe where we can anchor it to the wall so the cats or dogs can't knock it off. So I was looking at making these a little bit closer to the wall, figuring that stuff out. Definitely going to be some work to do. But like I said, it's a nice start. They did a pretty good job on the floors. AC and heat seem to work really well. And we'll probably be moved in here pretty soon. Like I said, I'm definitely going to do some remodeling before we move in here, and then this will give us the opportunity to start figuring out what to do with this mobile home and this property. And I've got another update on another property that we ended up buying to move our business to and everything. Probably do a video on that one as soon as all that's kind of settled out, and it's kind of an interesting property. So we're not going to have too much new construction building going on, but that property has 3 houses on it, which are all different condition. One is very, very dilapidated, and it's got a big shop on it, and we're going to move to that property here pretty soon and start renting out some of these places and reorganizing our lives and seeing how that goes. So definitely a new venture, definitely a different direction that our lives are ending up going, and we'll see how it goes. So if you want to follow along for some of that, I eventually will get some new construction going on, but I'm guessing at this point this is going to be a 5-year process to get those rentals set up, to get this mobile home dealt with, and this property, and all the financial issues we've accrued over 2020, 2021, and 2022. Yeah, just slowly start moving along. So we are gonna try camper living and see how that goes for us. So thanks for watching, thanks for sticking around, and hopefully I have some good content coming for you guys, and we will see you the next time.
Penny's fine. Okay.
You're so sad. I know. You're so sad. You're so little cookies. Oh. Hi, baby.
The house is right there. You can see it. Oh, that brightness. What is that about?
It doesn't help that the whole fucking thing moves. It just shook. We're like, oh my god.
Honey. Hey.
Cats do not like new places.